Hi guys, so I wanted to sit down and go over some self-tanners because I love to self-tan. I made the decision like about 2 or 3 years ago to start self-tanning and not laying out so much because of the harmful effects of the sun. But then I got to also thinking, because now people are becoming more self-aware of ingredients in products. I downloaded that app Yuka. I don't know if you heard of it. I'll show you what it is right here, and I'm also going to insert some screenshots of what came up when I scanned the self-tanners so that you could see if the self-tanners have any harmful ingredients in them. Like I said, I made the decision to stay out of the sun more because of those harmful effects from the sun, but I wasn't thinking if the self-tanners had any harmful ingredients in them. So we're going to go over that today with the self-tanners that I have. And I'm also going to go over if they're long-lasting, the color, if they smell, if they're easy to apply. Okay, so let's jump right into it and go over some self-tanners. Okay, so the first one that we will go over is the one that I'm currently wearing right now. It's the Bondi Sands Aerated Self-Tanning Foam Ultra Dark, and it's a quick drying formula, intense hydration, and a coconut scent. No harsh self-tanning smells. Like, I know some of them smell horrible, but this smells really good, so you don't have to worry about that stink that some self-tanners do have. This one will last about a week, and then after that week, I feel like I will need to reapply this, but it does fade out very nice and naturally. I know there are some, I'll like insert pictures of ones that did this. Some of them like break apart like really weirdly, but this one just faded out very nicely on you. All of the ones that I applied one coat just to show you guys what it looks like with the one coat. But if you really want to be super dark and tan, I recommend to apply one coat, wait about 20 minutes, and then apply an extra coat if you want that super deep dark tan. This one is not orange at all. You will notice that when you apply this one that it has green tint to it, and the green tint is really going to give you that nice olive tan. So if you see green in it, do not be scared of the tanner. It's just giving you that olive tone tan. Okay, let's pull it up on the Yuka app. This one scanned as good on the Yuka app, and then there's no harmful ingredients in it. So this has been my go-to one right now. We'll discuss why in the next one, why this has been my go-to one, but the no harmful ingredients, and it's just checking off all those boxes. It looks natural, it's long lasting, it doesn't fade out weird, it's not orange, it smells nice. So check this one out. Next up we have Coco and Eve Sunny Honey Bali Bronzing Foam, and I use the shade Ultra Dark. I love this one so much. So this one smells the most amazing out of all the self-tanners, and this one actually lasts the longest. This one lasted about like 7 to 10 days before I feel like I needed to reapply, and that smells like a tropical mango-y smell, and it just smells like a vacation in a bottle, and you just want to drown yourself in this. It does fade out naturally, and it's an easy application, and then again this one does have that green undertone, so it's olivey tan. Now let's discuss the Yuka app. Ugh. This is where it broke my heart. Literally broke my heart. So I don't know how to say this word, so we're gonna pull this up here, but I'm gonna tell you what this ingredient does, and it comes up hazardous, and this is why now that this one is my go-to, because I am trying to conceive baby number 2, and this ingredient is a synthetic fragrance ingredient which has been banned for use in cosmetic products in Europe since March 1st, 2022, because it is suspected of being harmful to human fertility. I did go ahead and email them, and I was like, can you forward this to whoever may find this helpful for the company, because I am, oh, there's stuff on here, whoops. I am so upset that I cannot use this one, because trying like all the self-tanners, I was excited to go back to using this one until I scanned it on the Yuka app, and I was like, I can't use it. And I know it says it's a fragrance ingredient, and I'm like obsessed with the smell of it, but if you had to take that away, to not have that effect. And I don't know if this is like a long-term effect thing, but even so, it's scary to think about that it could affect your fertility. So that's why I just rather avoid it, if you know what I mean. And then there is another one in here that is a moderate risk, and this one is just like, some people have a lot of allergic reaction to this with the fragrance, but this isn't like have any known bad side effects. So this one is really, really good, but I guess use at your own risk. And if they end up taking that ingredient out, I will update you guys, because it is such a good tanning formula. This is one of the best ones. So sad. Okay, next up, I don't know if you guys heard of Pink Lilly. Super cute clothing boutique, but they have their own self-tanner, and I got this on sale. I was like, let me try it. But look up their clothes. They're super cute. I get a bunch of outfits from them. But let's discuss the self-tanner. Wasn't one of my favorites. Not one of my favorites. Okay, so this one has a super duper green undertone. You will like feel like the Hulk, but like when these things have the green undertone, you will watch it wash off in the shower, so don't be scared of it. Did not have a bad tanning smell. It was a very light coconut fragrance. I will say that this one did feel sticky after application. Like, I felt like it took way longer for it to dry down as opposed to those other two that I just mentioned. And this one was not long lasting at all. 3 days and it started to break apart very bad. So this was a nope for me. Oh, I should have mentioned that about the Coco and Eve and the Bondi sands. Those dry down pretty quickly and you don't feel super sticky. But a tip I will tell you too, talc free, this is from Hello Bello baby powder. So if you are feeling sticky at all and you don't like it, go ahead and put it in your elbows, your knees to help with that sticky feeling. Talc free though, make sure, because we know talc's not good for you, and that's in a lot of things too. Okay, Loving Tan. This one used to be all over your Instagram feeds. There were so many people that were advertising for this or were affiliates for Loving Tan. Oh, I have the notes on my phone about Loving Tan, but I do really like this one a lot. This one's a smaller bottle compared to the other ones, like you could see. Let's talk about Loving Tan. Very easy application. There's no harsh smell, but there's no good smell to it. I've had this one for a while though, so maybe the fragrance like died out in it. I'm not too sure, but I felt like when you applied this, you could walk out the door and not look like the Hulk. So yes, it was a beautiful tan from the second you put it on, and very quick drying, not sticky, and it left you with a beautiful tan. And this one again lasted about a week. I would put this one in like my top 3 favorite self tanners. Okay, so Loving Tan comes up good in the app. There's no harmful or even moderate risks. So another reason why this one is in my top 3 favorites. I'm gonna have to buy more because this one is like empty. There's nothing left in it, and I had it for a while, so I'm gonna have to purchase more of this one. Okay, so Saint Tropez Lux Whipped Cream Mousse. So I don't know if you have heard of Michaela. She has like 12 million followers on TikTok, but maybe I'll find the video and insert of her applying it here, and I was like, that looks really good. I need to try that. This is more on the expensive side of self tanners, so I feel like it was worth the money. I kind of might have returned this, but I got like a lot of Ulta points when I bought it, so I'm like, I don't know. The feel of this, it was like a whipped butter melting into your skin. The application was super easy. It was a very light, clean scent to it. Again, this one looks like a beautiful tan from the moment that you put this on. You can walk out the door, it's not sticky, and it just looks beautiful. It dried very quickly. I was super impressed with my first impression of this. And it also lasted a week before I needed to reapply this. And it did fade out very nicely. And I was looking on Ulta, and I don't know why this has such bad reviews. I'm like confused because I loved it. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. But me personally, it worked for me. So I don't know why the bad reviews. And I'll tell you why I was thinking about returning it. Why I was returning it, let's go to the Yuka app, and this scanned up bad. So, this one has 2 moderate risk ones, and again, this one has an ingredient in it that is suspected to have effects on hormones and fertility. So that's why I was like, maybe I should return it because I spent so much money on it and I'm trying for a baby and it has those side effects. Like, why they gotta put this in there? Why? Because I loved it. Okay, I have 2 left and I opted out not applying them again. This one I remember trying and I hated it so freaking much. I was like, never ever again. It did not last long at all. It faded out very terribly. Like, it broke apart and made you look like a freaking giraffe, like with spots. And it was just horrible. So this one, no. I know they have a whole line and different ones, but this one, the Tanned AF, no, did not work for me. No. No. This one, Bali Body self-tanning mousse, shade dark. I remember really liking this one, and also I think that this one is great for people who are super pale, and it's going to give you a nice natural looking tan that's not too dark at all. It will not make you feel like, holy crap, I'm dark, but it will give you that nice natural looking tan. Now, and another reason why I went ahead and did not reapply this is because it's bad on the app. And it has that ingredient in it that affects hormones and fertility. So that's why I was like, I'm not going to reapply it. The other ones that I did apply, I applied those before I discovered the app and started scanning them. And I was like, let me include that in this video because I was not aware of this being in these products. So, hopefully other companies can catch on and get that ingredient, especially since it is banned in Europe. So hopefully they catch on and just do away with that ingredient, because you don't need that ingredient in there, because Bondi Sands does not have that ingredient and Loving Tan does not have that ingredient that is affecting your fertility and hormones. So fingers crossed, because such a good one. So good. There is a new self-tanner that I just discovered scrolling through Instagram. I don't know if you heard of White Fox Boutique. If you haven't, they have super cute outfits and dresses. Check them out. But they posted this baddest bod, and it's supposed to be always streak free, paraben free, custom color formula, dries in seconds, flawless finish. And this comes for a one size fits all kind of thing. Like, if you leave this on for a medium tan, you're gonna leave it on for 30 minutes, dark an hour, ultra dark 2 hours. And I really want to try this out because I know that there's people out there who do not like the feeling of the self tanner on it all, or they don't like to sleep with it on because your sheets are getting the self tanner on them. But this one is saying that you will get the level of tan that you want to achieve with just leaving it on for that 30 to 2 hour time. So I wonder, because it is a pain in the butt having to wash your sheets all the time from the self tanner being on it. And all the ones that I've mentioned, I sleep in my self tanner because I want that deepest, darkest tan. Some of these you do not have to do that. Like, I'm pretty sure this one says, this one's a minimum of 2 hours. This one says at least 6 hours. But I do know that they do have express ones, but this one sounds like super duper express. So I'm gonna purchase that and try it out, and I will get back to you guys on how that turns out for me, because that seems like a good deal to not have to sleep in it and then shower the next morning if you want to just get everything done in one day. Okay, so that is all the self-tanners that I wanted to go over with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it informative. And I hope to see you in the next video, and maybe I will try out some more self-tanners.